So, Dr. Greg, let's talk a little bit about you finding True Healthy products. You found us on the internet, and I think part of the appeal was us being all natural and offering some sports nutrition and just some daily nutrition. So let's just talk a little bit. What was your whole feeling when you found us? What was the spark to kind of say, wow, they're a little different?
Of course, I'm always looking for products across the board that will benefit my clients or myself.
Right.
I mean, I'll be real greedy about it. Really, I'm looking for me.
Okay.
And then if it works for me, because I really believe I should have a tail, that being my own lab mouse, but because I try everything on me before I share with my clients.
Right.
But I did get it. I started reading the literature, and I said, yeah, okay, you hear, and I've been looking, I mean, this goes back since the late 50s, early 60s, when I was, as a youngster, working with Bob Hoffman products. So okay. I'm familiar, if you will, in some degree by application of various products. So I said, okay, yeah, but let's try it. So I ordered some, and
right.
I did notice immediately, because I know what my body's doing, what it's not doing. So for me, it was pretty much like throwing a light switch. It either works or it doesn't, or I get a reaction or I don't.
Right.
And when I started seeing the results and getting results, I said, okay, there's something to this. So let's take the next step of leap of faith, if you will. Let's try the next product. So we
right.
try the protein powders, and then we try the 9-a-day plus. And,
right.
and each one, for me, was favorable results. I said, okay, now let's try it with some of my clients, my associates and such.
Right.
And weightlifting partners and associates.
Right.
And same thing. So now we're on to something here. Now we have something that has not only the information is valid, but there's an integrity to the product.
Right.
So that was good overall. It was a good experience.
And there was a result. So then we got talking.
Right.
Let's test this on some people that
right.
I'm working with. I've seen, because you've seen what they've been able to do. So what were some of the things you found working with some of your average day people with this product line?
All right. Well, let me also just add this information, just so we're clear on it. I have a 81-year-old client. I went all the way down from the 80s to the 50s to the 40s, the 60s, 40s, 30s. So, I mean, I try to get within that age range.
Right.
I got male and female.
Right.
And across the board, every one of them noticed that they were taking something different. And I say that in a generic sense, because
right.
each one of them expressed it a little differently. But each one recognized it. We noticed, everyone noticed the improved sleep.
Right.
Changes in energy levels, changes in body composition. So, I mean, those three things right there, I believe, are monumental, because typically of the two most important issues that people come to medical assistance or require medical assistance for is lack of energy,
right.
and sleeping and such. So we're talking about a very common issue that these products address, just as a, if you will, it's a side effect, of doing things right. The side effect is you feel better.
Right.
It's like,
that's a good side effect.
Yeah, it's like a no-brainer.
The feeling better now, so some of our products certainly deliver that, like the pre-workout. You take that, and within 20 minutes you have this, the energy's there, the focus is there. Whether you're going into a workout or you're going into your office for the day, your perspective on life has changed relatively quick, which is a really unique product. And that focus, you talk about the energy, so that's a. How was your experience with the pre-workout?
I enjoyed it. The point you made about your attitude, I think, is probably the best way to surmise that. It's not like you're getting a shot in the arm, the proverbial shot in the arm. It's a very, of course, I look at it as what's going on, if you will, at the chemistry level, what's going on biologically.
Right.
And in order for it to work like that, it has to be things that the body needs.
Right.
Because the body doesn't feel good on something that's not good for it. So obviously what we're ingesting is something the body really needs.
Right.
And as a consequence, the body reacts to it. And it reacts well, telling you that it really liked that. So yeah, can you make a bigger pill?
Can you make a bigger
pill?
That's funny. We didn't talk much about the fruits and vegetable complex, but anabolic base, which is our solution to getting all natural, whole food probiotics, so on and so forth. What's your take on that? I mean, you like, obviously using the product.
Have enjoyed that part of it also. The combination is beneficial because getting that anabolic base, that's muscle sparing is really, actually the muscle tissue is the real key to health. When people start losing muscle mass, that's the indicator. That's the big indicator that says your health is going downhill.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a key.
Sarcopenia, I believe, is the terminology. Yeah, loss of muscle mass, the number one indicator of health loss. So people that are aging, maintaining muscle mass is critical.
Critical, yeah.
Because that's the health of the body, is the muscle. And the being able to feed that muscle properly, and because that's the storehouse of nutrients in the body. That's why when people, as they get older, don't eat right, they lose the muscle mass because the body's actually cannibalizing the muscles to survive.
Oh, okay.
So if we can put back into the system what the muscle needs to maintain its integrity, then the health will also degrade less critically.
Okay.
So muscle mass is critical.
Right. So the fruit and vegetable complex is vital.
Vital to it, because especially when you start adding in all the beneficial components. When you're talking about when you get the probiotic aspect of it, that's the probiotic is beneficial because that's also where the body generates its B vitamins from. So B vitamins equates to giving you some energy levels. So